great coach. He's a player's coach. He is going to do the things that we are good at, and that's the one thing you look for up in a coach. A coach that will make an adjustment to his defense, to the players that he has.
Do you see yourself thriving in his defense, just like how you did with Gregg's?
Yes, definitely.
What did that position change going back to safety last year? Going into year 2 here, is Wilks using you a lot of the same ways? You feeling pretty comfortable with that stuff?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be 25, 30 yards deep this year. I'm going to be more around the line of scrimmage, probably a little more involved in the game a little bit more this year. So, I mean, you should probably see a little more spike in my play, a lot better numbers and stuff like that coming up. Yes.
How does that fit with your skills, do you think?
I mean, I'm a very versatile guy, so I mean, I feel like I can fit into any defensive scheme, but I feel like this one fits me the best, and I'm going to be around the ball making a lot of plays.
Damarious, with all these upgrades they made, they've brought a lot of guys on defense. How excited are you to get that, see how that looks, and do you get a sense this defense can be what it needs to be?
I mean, it feels like when I be playing Madden, whenever I trade all the good players to my team, that's what it feels like. But I mean, obviously, it's not a video game. I mean, we have to gel as one, and that's just what we've been doing every day. Just been kind of just getting out here and working, and we're gonna continue to get better and to just learn each other every day.
Wouldn't you like one time somebody asked a question like that to a defensive player about last year and Gregg-Williams, and some guy says, I really enjoyed that being 40 yards back. And
yeah, didn't get my uniform dirty.
I like the fact that he let me have one move and that was it. I thought I had 10, but I think it's a good idea to have one.
Yeah, like Myles Garrett instead of. Yeah, it was kind of a funny comment. Just think how Jabrill-Peppers feels, right? He played even farther back. So
right. So that's Steve Wilks. What do you? I like the fact that he was a head coach. Not jaded in his ways. I think he probably thought he had a good deal going in Arizona, but he's got a better deal as an assistant here right now.
Yeah, I think Freddie Kitchens' kind of genuine reputation helped bring guys like Wilks here as coordinator. Monken, the same thing. They don't have to worry about the sort of the political,
the minutia
stuff that you had to when you were on a staff with Hugh. I mean, remember that some of that Hard Knock stuff? It was just kind of silly. I mean, when you
thought it was funny at the time.
Yeah, I mean, but I thought there were a few warning signs, and like one obviously was when they're sitting there and Freddie and Haley disagree with something that Hugh's doing, and Hugh's like, well, when you get to sit in my chair, you can make a decision. And
I think that was when Haley wanted guys who were not practicing. He wanted them dressed on the field.
And the fact is, Haley had sat in his position. He had been a head coach for a short period of time in the league, about not much shorter than you. So that's what guys don't want to hear, because it looked to them, I'm sure, like Hugh was trying to show them up in front of the cameras. And you certainly don't do that when there are cameras in the room. If you care about your
And my
assistants.
guess is Haley, in meetings with his own players, his own position players, probably let some of his feelings out. Yeah, I don't see him holding his feelings in.
He didn't do a very good job of it on camera. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So